to another episode of MC on the Mic. Today we're going to be getting into some cool Snake episodes now that I have finally hired my first job of snake milking in Australia.
That's a pretty good accent.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have you been to Australia where they have the air conditioner on real cold? I do a terrible...
Oh, you real crack me up. You're real crocky.
I do a real terrible Australian accent, but this guy right here does a great one.
Hey, talk about your new wound on your big leg. They're going to want to hear about that.
Yeah, your accent sounds very similar to mine.
Oh, thanks.
We was cleaning up some wood, and the piece of wood broke and smashed me in the leg, and now my leg's
You know, I wasn't there to say it, but I already think it sounds pretty bad. So I'm already going to take it for that. So
you already turned your Australian accent into a southern accent. Did you hear yourself? You were like, I don't know where I'm going from here, but that's what I'm going to do.
That is not what I sounded like.
That was a little British.
No. Come on, mate. We have stuff to talk about.
For the Aussies, I always think of Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
And he's always like, crikey, I was in the wilderness. In the wilderness? How do you say wilderness in Australia?
Pooperness.
I was in the outback. It was, crikey, he was a wild one.
Arby's, we are the meat.
All right, we do have stuff to talk about besides terrible Australian accents.
All right, so...
Tell me everything you know about all these new things. We've been hot on snakes.
Listen, let's just get some hot spot on
Let's just talk
snakes.
in your normal voice because I can barely understand you. Please.
You can understand me, and you are going to. Okay, but yeah. We have a lot to talk about snakes.
I'm jealous because your accents are better than mine, and I've been working on them for
Arby's, we have the meat.
All right. We also have, if you guys aren't aware, the new...
Beef!
Stop. Nobody wants to hear you just say the same thing over and over again.
Yes, they do.
We have been playing this new game called Minecraft Legends, which is pretty incredible. If you guys haven't played it, it's like the newest title, right?
Yeah, we talked about this in the last video, right?
I know, but we've still been playing it.
Yeah,
Did you have that giant piglin in the last video?
No.
That's why
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
All right, I'll let you take it over then. You tell them what they need to know.
Yeah, keep talking, though.
I'm done.
You want to keep going?
No, I don't have anything left to say. I'm going to let you host now.
I'm going to sit here until you keep going.
Go ahead.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Now you know how it feels when you just cut me off saying Arby's ads for free. Arby's, you're welcome once again.
We've said the same thing in every video.
Let's
get to some snakes. And also, Minecraft Legends has released a new toy from Mattel. Definitely visit the app. Very good app. And company. But they released a new figure, Minecraft Legends The Devourer. Now, I would bring the slime in right now, but it gets everywhere and it's extremely sticky. But kind of what you do, you squeeze the spore and it comes out through his mouth. You have to open this tab right here.
What comes out through his mouth?
Slime.
Why?
Because he vomits in the game.
Why does he vomit in the game?
Because he's the whore of the spore leader, the Devourer.
Oh.
Here's something that will really make you regret. He also does this in the game.
What? Did you just rip off his... What is that part?
A spore. He pops his spores.
Don't pop a spore on him. Ew. All right. I get it. He's trying to pop his spore in my eyeball. All right, so other than that, what else does he do? Anything?
He toots.
Who doesn't, right? Am I right? He does while we sleep all the time.
Yeah, it's the main thing I do.
Hey, we're telling all these millions of people, all these
Not
tens
million,
of people.
not millions.
All these tens of
These
people.
people hate a challenge. I just said challenge. What is our challenge after all?
What do you mean? We don't have a challenge.
What's the challenge?
We do have a challenge of making cutting boards.
No, that's not the challenge. What's the other challenge?
I don't know. You tell me. You got a challenge?
No. I was trying to say a channel, but it said challenge, and then I just went on with that. But we have snakes to talk about, people. I brought 4 snake books.
So let's talk about some.
Which one do you think we should start with?
Any one. Grab one out. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Got 4 to pick from. Pick one.
This
Kid
one
reads a lot of books about a lot of reptiles.
This one is everything you need to know about snakes and other scaly reptiles. Let's
show them how cool the cover looks. Look at that. So cool.
Look at how the light reflects right in it. It's perfect.
Dun, dun, dun.
Look, he looks like he has an eye ring when I do that.
Bum, bum, bum.
Look at his eye ring. So let me go to my favorite page in here.
What's your favorite page? Is it the Death Adder?
No.
Sidewinder?
Data. Oh. This is just a personal page. Find every single thing that's hanging on this page. Start here.
I can't see anything.
Then get your glasses.
Well, we're doing a podcast. So am I reading a book or we're doing a podcast? Here, everybody, hold on while I silently look at all these pictures. I hope you're entertained. Teaching lessons today.
Can you find anything there?
I see a snake in there.
Do you see it, the gaboon viper?
Yeah, I see it right there.
Now, what about here?
In there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything.
Chameleon, right there.
Chameleon, yep, I see him.
Now, what about there? You're going to spot that easily.
Yeah, I see it. Spiky lizard.
Here?
Orange snake. Yeah, I see a tree branch snake in there.
Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
There, easy.
Yeah.
There.
Mm-hmm. Right there, right?
Crocodile.
What? That's a crocodile lizard?
It's a crocodile. It's a crocodile hiding on a tree.
No.
Look. See that? Do you see it?
Number 3 is a leaf-tailed gecko, not a crocodile. You're telling me lies. You tried to tell me this was a crocodile.
Okay.
You tried to tell me that is a crocodile?
Okay, Dad.
Hiding on the tree?
Yeah,
No.
it looks like one.
It's
okay.
It's a number 3. I'll turn it upside down. Look at it. It looks a little bit like
Turn
crocodile,
that back around.
but it's not.
Can you find the final one on page 9?
Yeah, right there.
How? Okay.
It's so easy to see.
Okay.
So those are animals. What he's showing me, those of you who can't see the book because I'm looking at it.
Hey.
He's showing me different snakes and kind of geckos and lizards that can camouflage themselves on trees and various different places. What are you
You can
doing?
take this off now. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Now to my favorite part of the book. What's a page? What? There's what?
There's pages in a book.
Deadliest snakes. Now, lots of these have world record holders at the minute. So,
What kind of world records?
like world records for most venom here. Let's go to this page. Venom, this will tell us about a lot. So, what should we do first? Boomslang, rattlesnake, inland taipan, Indian cobra, black mamba, sea snake. Let's do black mamba.
Tell us everything we need to know about a black mamba.
Strong enough to kill an elephant, black mamba venom attacks. Black mamba venom attacks the nervous system, and heart muscle with rapid deadly effect.
Yikes!
So if you're bitten, they're gonna bite, then go away. Then you're in a second layer. Your brain's gonna be shut down, lungs shut down, heart shut down, kidneys shut down.
Sounds like a reason never to go outside.
Did you hear what it said?
What?
Strong enough to kill an elephant in 15 hours.
I can tell you where I am. I'm not an elephant, so it can kill me quick.
You know these only are in Africa, right? So we don't really have to worry about them.
Unless I go to Africa, which I probably will.
Inland taipan. The inland taipan has the most deadly venom of any land snake. It kills very quickly by attacking the nervous system and paralyzing the bitten victim's breathing. So yeah. Boomslang. That's a pretty cool name for us.
Boomslang?
For a snake. Boomslang.
Yeah, I like a boomslang. Boomslang?
Hey, Dad, I don't know if you've seen this, but look, there's this wolf spider right there.
I see that.
Wolf spider.
There's wolf spiders all over our
And then
house.
look. You know, wolf spiders are technically not venomous. They're considered friendly.
We think a spider bit our dog in the mouth the other night. We're not sure, but his face got all swollen. He got all these kind of like hives on his body. So we were like,
And now to some of the deadliest snakes you can get here.
Deadliest.
Should I just pick 3 because there's like 78 on here?
Yeah, just pick one, talk about it, and then we'll see if it gets boring or not.
Okay, so let's start with the gaboon viper. Similar to a puff adder, this Central African ambush killer has huge fangs that can be up to 2 inches, 5 centimeters long, longer than those of any other snake. Gaboon vipers can get up 5.5, 6 feet. They're from the pit viper family, and they're native to Africa and Asia. Okay, that was one.
Will we ever find those in the United States ever? Not unless it's somebody's pet, right? Got it. Okay.
Let's do Eastern brown. This is a extremely venomous snake. Its extremely toxic venom makes this most dangerous Australian snake, but most of its victims recover. They are treated with an anti-venom in time. And let's do one more. Let's see. Fertilance. This is a cool one.
Fertilance.
Ferdelance. This highly venomous pit viper is the most deadly snake in South America. Many of its victims are bitten while working in banana plantations.
Banana plantations?
Yeah.
What does that say?
Yeah.
Plantains?
Yeah. Who cares?
Well, what's gotten you so interested into snakes lately? Because it's been snakes. Is it Coyote Peterson's channel? We've been watching a lot of this guy named Coyote Peterson. He does a lot of really cool venomous and poisonous animal testing. I'm sure we've talked about him before, but he's awesome.
Yeah, he's one of his weirdest and grossest episodes was he put a sock on with 50,000 maggots inside of it.
Ugh.
And then he put bare feet into a bucket of maggots.
Nope.
And then one of his he did another gross episode where he took a poisonous frog and a non-poisonous frog. He licked the non-poisonous frog and he went, "Oh, this is clearly non-venomous, or I would have been reacting." He licked the poisonous one and then he went crazy.
What do you mean? He went crazy, started dancing and enjoying the music?
He went da 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 da. He did the salsa.
Not lick frogs, probably.
He did the salsa.
Unless you know what frog it is. All right, what do you got there in your caution snake book? Caution, watch out for snakes. This is an album that we kind of started putting together this morning.
I'm going to be selling this.
All right, you sell it. I'll sit here quietly.
You froze me from saying that word. Armies, we are the meat. Is that the keyword to wake you up? Wake up! We need to continue with this. Please wake up.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry, I'm going to yell. All right, come on, man. Tell me about these snakes already.
Well,
We got to make entertainment for people. If we're making entertainment, we got to do this.
some of the most venomous snakes are in this book. Let me move my mic away. We have an eastern diamondback. That is an eastern diamondback. You can tell just because they're more girthy. That is a blank page. That is a
You know, none of them can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. I'm just spitting out the words.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that's fun to watch?
Yeah, I know.
I'm just telling you, if this was your TV, if that was your TV, and you were watching these two guys on your TV talk about something that you can't see, do you think it would be cool or not? Or would you change the channel?
I would change the channel.
What? You change our channel? We better figure out how to keep people watching us.
Whoa.
Here, let me help you.
Hold that up to the camera and I'll
See,
flip it.
dads can help.
This is an eastern diamondback.
Boom.
This is the blank
Page.
the most venomous snake
What comes
in the
after the venomous page? Nothingness.
world. The puff adder. Puff adders are highly venomous pit vipers. Next page. This is the western diamondback. We get these here. We've killed about 5 around our house.
That's not true. No snakes were harmed in the making of this podcast. Continue. Peter's gonna
Liar,
fall.
liar, your pants are on fire. With Liam, my cousin, I say, liar, liar, you're on fire. You only get 10 minutes to run and chase me.
This isn't a rhyme.
Who cares?
All right, continue telling us about these snakes.
This is a conmouth. As you can see, they're known for being the conmouth because of their white mouth. Continue! This is the coral snake. Everybody knows yellow touches red. Black touches yellow. You're a dead fellow.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Do they? Tell them so they know.
Yeah, I
You
just said it.
You gotta pretend to make sure you teach them everything that you learned.
And then red touches black. You're okay, Jack. You can highly tell this is a coral snake. Continue. This is the fertilance.
Fertilance.
This is a newborn baby fertilance. They often get about from there, pretty long. And this is the upside down death adder. This is the right-sided death adder. The death adder is a very likely known species of adders. There are 2 different types of adders, the puff adder and the death adder. But as you can see, this one is far more red and burgundy-ish. This is the eastern brown snake. By the way, these snakes are in the top 2. This is the second most venomous snake in the entire world. Now, a bite from this could kill you in up to 13 to 15 minutes.
Yeesh. And also hurt.
This is one of my favorite snakes. They are pretty sweet. Truly, these snakes don't want anything to do with humans. You can easily place them on your hand. Oh, by the way, Dada, there are these gloves I want to get so we can handle rattlesnakes and special other venomous creatures.
Let's get them.
They're called Protection 4 gloves.
Okay.
They can withstand a bite from any other snake.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do we get them?
Katie Pearson had them. I don't know where they were from, but just put in super protective snake gloves.
Let's look it up.
But yeah, you could hold one of these snakes if you're Ray and you have this stuff and place it on your hand. They're very calm and sweet snakes often. They don't like to strike humans. Continue! This is the gaboon viper.
Look at him. It's horrible looking.
A bite from the gaboon viper.
Maybe you can't see him because his mouth's open, wider than his entire face.
A gaboon viper fangs are the size of my fingers right here.
And there are evil-looking, dragon-looking snakes that just want to eat your face.
They have a horn, so if they don't want to bite, they're going to fling you up into the air.
Yeah, as if the venom and fangs weren't bad enough, they can horn you in your foot.
This is a black mamba.
Black mamba.
What?
Mamba mentality.
Do you know what the most venomous species of black mamba is? The black mamba.
The black mamba?
This is a sidewinder. These things are pretty cute. And they don't put out as much venom as a western diamondback or the Dada phone. Sidewinders are a species of pit viper that are also a rattlesnake. But they're known for they're called the sidewinder because they sidewind. They go to the side instead of going like this. They go like this, which is pretty funny. If you ever come across a sidewinder in real life, just know they are not going to strike. Continue, boo-boo! This is the inland taipan, the most venomous snake on the planet.
You're yelling at everybody now. Yeah, you sound like everybody else on YouTube. Hey, public service announcement to the people on YouTube.
I wasn't done.
All right, continue.
This is the inland taipan, the most venomous snake. And how you know, here's a good saying I made up. Here's a good saying I made up. Black.
We're still here. Don't worry. There we are. We're still here.
As I was saying, if you see a black head, don't go ahead. If you see...
You want to back up so they can hear you in the mics over here?
Yeah. If you see if you see a black head, don't go ahead. If you don't see a black head, go ahead.
On the mamba or what?
On this.
The taipan?
The inland taipan, that's the most venomous snake in the world. And look at just how creepy that face is. It's all brown with a yellow belly, and then it's black face. And then here are others I drew. Like, the Mojave rattlesnake, king brown,
What's that?
that's the green mamba. I also drew the blank page, the blank page, the blank page, the blank page.
What else are we going to talk about? Oh, we went to see Spider-Man
The blank
Across
page.
the Universe. You want to talk about that at all?
Sure, we
Let's talk about Spider-Man Across the Universe. Okay, it's got a big...
Across the Spider-Verse. Hello!
Across the Spider-Verse. It is so cool and so great. And guess what I found out today that you don't know? And this might be false information, but I hope it's not.
I'll tag you with
there
a rattlesnake if this isn't true.
There are several different versions of the movie in theaters. This is what I heard. And if that is the truth, I hope the director or directors or creative team behind that film, bravo, well done. If you really turned out different versions of the movie, it's enough to make me go see it again. And how incredible and exciting it is to think that you were able to turn out different versions of that piece of art, because it's fantastic. If you guys haven't seen the new Spider-Man, what's it called? Across the Spider-Verse?
Yep.
Across the Spider-Verse, see it. It's so good. Not an ad, nothing. Just
It makes
solid movie.
The entire movie makes no sense. It's like
Makes so
Miles Morales is in one universe that he's not even supposed to be
Spoiler alert, people might not have seen it yet.
and his uncle is dead in this different universe, but in another universe his dad is dead and his uncle's the villain, and there are different universes, and Gwen is traveling between all of the different ones, and there are different Spider-Man.
So
And-
many Spider-Men.
And then there's also
And Spider-Ladies and pigs and dogs.
the Spot.
The Spot. He gets really
When you see him in the movie, you're going to laugh so hard. He's one of the funniest villains that you'll ever meet. And he's hilarious. And also, one of the main sentences that brought us together in this movie was, you have only one choice in saving one person or saving all the different universes. I can do both. Spider-Man always, not always. That was one of the sentences that really brought us together, that went, yeah, that's true. And besides, in the new movie, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, made a baby. He had a baby again.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Remember?
right. I forgot.
It was so funny. Little Lily, I believe. I don't remember her name.
Little Lily.
I think.
Lily?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. Did you just make that name up?
From Lily's Driftwood Bay. I mean, what do you expect?
That's not the Spider-Verse.
Imagine if a portal opened up in Lily's Driftwood Bay and all the Spider-Man just passed
The
them.
music's so cool in this movie.
What do you think's gonna happen in the third movie? Like, this is a real question for
Now,
everyone.
spoiler alert. The people that watch this might not have seen the movie we've seen, so they don't know that what happens at the end of it. So we don't want to ruin it for you guys.
What did happen at the end?
You remember Miles Morales? Something happens where he's not the same character.
Oh yeah, he travels to a different universe,
No, but you
and
can't
in
tell
the
people. You can't tell people. It's against the rules. Okay.
It's not against the rules.
All right, you have to start by saying this then. Before you say anything about a movie that somebody hasn't seen, you have to start by saying, Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
I taught him that, so I can't even be mad at him for doing that. Continue.
Dad's like,
This is a dad realizing his own failures in real time. All his karmic moments of life are coming to a head. Would you like
Oh,
to?
you're gonna give me happy cries.
Don't do happy cries. What were we gonna say before I interrupted you?
I was gonna cough, and at the end of the movie, Miles Morales realizes that in the other universe, he's a villain, and then the end of the movie ends, and it goes to be continued.
So okay, let's give our guesses for the new movie.
My guess is that there's going to be another portal to another dimension, and they finally catch the Spot, but they realize Spot the whole time was Miles' dad's dad, and they realize they just destroyed their uncle, their true uncle. And Miles' uncle in the first movie, who ends up being that villain, is actually a true villain, and he never faked it.
Whoa! All right, I like that.
And I also think Miles and Gwen get engaged for the first time.
What?
Because have you realized in the first movie, Miles is 16 and Gwen is, I believe, 14 or 15. I can't remember. But in the second movie, Miles is 20 and Gwen is, I believe, like 19, 18. I can't remember. But what if in the third movie they get married and they make this cool different baby from both sides?
Yes.
That has super cool electric powers, that turns invisible, that can also fly, that has all the powers that they both have.
And webs, flying and webs.
Yeah, flying webs, turning invisible, electricity.
The best thing I like about what you said is
Electricity.
you know what I think's gonna happen?
What?
I think Miles, as he finds out that he's a villain in another universe, is gonna have to somehow battle himself.
Or he might have to sacrifice himself to kill the other villain. And it could be something deep, hardened like that, where he has to destroy himself to destroy the other villain and the other.
Right, to save everybody, he might have to destroy himself.
He might, yeah. It's gonna be weird, but
Do you think you could ever do something like that? Like,
a
serious question. If you had to, like, save a whole city of innocent people from some bad villain guy, but you knew at the end of it you might not survive, but if you died you would save the whole city, would you be able to do something like that? That's kind of, I guess it takes a lot of bravery, I feel like.
I could do both.
You could save the city and yourself?
Listen, there's a lot to pack in with that, and I have secrets to myself, and I've made trusts with him, and technically I am more advanced of a human. I'm from many different things. I mean, truly this sounds weird, but I can make things that are so weird. All my different sounds, no one can do that. Not even Alina, and she's terrifying sometimes.
So, you have these special powers, what you're saying. So you think you would be able to save a city full of people? You'd have the bravery and the courage to do that?
Yeah.
That's good. That's superhero stuff, and that's what people need to do. They need to look out for each other, save each other, help each other.
I also want to say, if you guys are ever out on a day and I'm with Phoenix at the house and there's a rattler outside, what to do? Should I get her to get it, or should I keep my eye on it and get you to come back?
You should probably keep your eye on it, and then maybe call me, or keep your eye on it and stay a safe distance away from it.
But if we're inside and it's out there,
yeah, you could let it be.
Okay, I would let it be, and I would get a million billion photos.
Here's the thing: you don't want to get involved with it. You leave that job to me. I don't want you to get bit.
And another thing is, I'm old enough to get the anti-venom.
Yes, and you're old enough to not get bit by a rattlesnake because you know so much, because you're so educated in handling snakes, especially poisonous rattlesnakes. You know a lot. When we're educated, we understand something. We don't have to fear it as much. We know how to handle it.
Like, I know this trick with rattlesnakes. A rattlesnake will only ever rattle once, and it's going to go get away. I'm not going to do anything with you if you go away from my first rattle, and they won't rattle again. So if you're in tall grasses, you're kind of just frozen there, and and your mind is keep racing and going, where's the snake? How close am I to the snake? And then finally you go, oh, I must be not near the snake, and the snake is right in front of you. Then it strikes, and then it went. You had your chance. I'm sorry, bud. And they'll strike.
No, I don't like snakes. I'm not a snake fan. I'm not a spider fan. I'm glad you know so much about them. So you keep teaching me, telling people at home. Everybody will be aware what to do.
There is a spider, and it's the most venomous spider, but it does the most heart-racing, most funny-laughing thing when it tries to attack.
What is it?
So, the Sydney funnel web spider, it's not like one of the tiny funnel webs. They're this big, but when you try to get near them, they're gonna, here, try to put your hand near me.
What, did they get bigger?
What? No, they put their abdomen up in the air, then they'll put their front two legs up, get up on only 4 of their legs, and they're gonna start using their front legs to try and like tag you off.
See.
Now, a bite from a Sydney funnel web is extremely hemolytic and so venomous that it could probably be right next to the inland taipan.
Really?
At least even more venomous sometimes, maybe.
I like snakes like garter snakes and...
Garter snakes are nice to handle, but if it bites you, it's going to feel like a lizard. So sometimes they'll leave on and it's going to be there just for a little bit until you can finally wipe the snake off. Then it will be. If you are bleeding, and it will be major bleeding to a banded water snake, get water over the wound, spray the wound, put soap over it, wrap the wound, and then you'll be all better and you can handle the snake again.
Great.
But if you're going to handle a snake that's non-venomous, just get it with a glove. Like that big ribbon snake we saw the other day. You know, yeah.
It's like 4 or 5 feet, but we didn't catch it. It was too fast.
Yeah. Did you know the biggest snake that ever lived on the planet that roamed 2,065 years ago was the Titanoboa?
Titanoboa.
The size of your school bus, ranking 25 feet in length.
Huh.
This snake could gulp a human your size, even bigger.
This is a real thing you're telling me about.
Yeah, the Titanoboa. You want to see it?
Yeah.
You want to see that I'm not joking?
Just gotta wrap this kid. Fact checks himself, y'all.
The Titanoboa.
Woo! I like that you come with your facts. Straight.
See, that's an eyelash That's an eyelash snake. They come
That's
in.
terrifying.
You know, they come in different colors. What's really cool about them?
What?
They come in red, yellow, orange, sometimes green, brown, different striped colors, yellow, brown, gray, black. They come in lots of different colors. Monster snake. Look, robot Titanoboa. They made a robot, the true size of it, that actually moved, but the Titanoboa. And look what it ate. Saltwater crocodiles and coal turtles. And look, that's you standing next to one of them. That's the size of it next to one of you.
Titanoboa. Does seem pretty creepy.
Oh, well, you're not even showing the best part of it. That's the Titanoboa. Now, if the snake still roamed the earth, every human on this planet would probably be
Well, I'm
snack.
glad it's not here because I like being on this planet and not being a snack. One of my favorite things about living today is not being somebody's snack.
It lived with the dinosaurs in the
The
age
Titanoboa did.
in the age of Jurassic. Did you know? Scientists believe, and it is true, that snakes lived with the dinosaurs.
I believe that.
All reptiles were back with the dinosaurs, but now the dinosaurs have evolved into this different way, so it's like the new evolution. You know, we've evolved by a lot. We now know how to work a computer. We know how to do all that. Dinosaurs, from this big, massive, bulky lizard standing up, human-eating killer, has turned into an inland taipan, a rattlesnake, a sidewinder. They've evolved so much. The lizard I have out there, probably if we took it back 200 million, 6 billion years ago, it would be a T-Rex. and we would be a Scooby snack.
Scooby snack.
But now
Ruh-roh.
it's the Scooby snack to so many other predators.
Yeah, I know.
Things so big can turn to things that can be nothing.
Isn't it amazing how the world works and all the creatures in it?
Yeah.
Different creatures come together, make amazing things happen. New creatures are born, and amazing facts about all these wonderful things, part of our history.
Yeah, lots of things from the Jurassic time have evolved and we just don't know it.
Yeah.
The pterodactyls, they've now evolved into birds, and that's true. Pterodactyls...
They think a lot of dinosaurs kind of devolved into
But
birds.
truly, when you look at the brown birds outside, the brown bird you were holding, if you went back to 6 billion years ago, you would be holding a baby pterodactyl. How's that sound? How's that blow your mind?
That would be wild. A baby pterodactyl.
Yeah,
Just
in your
in
hands.
your hand.
In your hands. And they used to get the size of this room. The flying pterodactyl of the Jurassic times. Not too bad these animals don't live and roam the world anymore.
Yeah.
Because of the big meteors, the ice age, the gas changing, the heat waves. It killed all of the Jurassic times, and now we don't have them anymore. But now there are things that are soon to be extinct, like the axolotl, the monarch butterfly, the sphinx cat. The lynx cat.
Yeah.
All of these things.
Are the lynxes endangered?
There's only like 100,000 left, or like
seems like a lot.
like 1,000 left.
Mm.
Now in the animal kingdom, that's so little. There used to be over 200 billion of them, and now there's
200 billion?
and now there's only like so little left. And the axolotls, people are taking in cover and into science to do tests on them, and sadly they're killing lots of the axolotls doing it.
Yeah,
And they also have them capped in captivity. And the monarch butterflies are just Scooby snacks now. Now, we need to be a lot more careful with the monarch butterflies because they are precious. These things could die tomorrow. Something else we need to think about is like a meteor could strike the earth tomorrow.
It's true.
And all humans, all the civilization could be gone.
And a super volcano could go off right now, and we could all be gone.
And also, we need to remember to be grateful for what we have and the time we get. Humans are only a piece of the life. We only live for about 100 years. We used to live till 40. Only 40.
Yeah.
So at this age, if you were back to 6 billion years ago, you would be in a gravestone.
Yes, something like that. That's correct.
But now...
But we have an attitude of gratitude.
We've evolved. We've learned how to knit. We've learned all the gadgets. We've learned how to click a computer. Like and subscribe this video, people. Goodbye. Okay, I was joking.
You shut it off. That would have been a perfect ending.
I was joking.
Let's shut it down. It's 40 minutes we've gone. Oh wait, I wanted to do something first before we go.
I'm gonna do a Cohen.
Go ahead, take it. No, I wanted to make up a rhyming song before we depart. Let's get a beat. Let's get a basic beat going. People might not even know what that is.
Oh, if you don't know what this is from Duck Hunt Nintendo. By the way, it's fake.
NES original system.
Well, they don't need to know about the boring stuff.
Hold on, let's tell them. Let's make up a song. Sit
It
down.
makes a loud noise. Bang!
All right, sit down. Stop yelling. We're making a song. Ready? Let's make an outro song.
Whopper, whopper.
Well, hold on. Wait till the beat drops. It's coming in. Think.
Let's just make up a song. We don't need music.
Yeah, we need a music behind it.
Whopper, whopper, chicken bopper, whopper, whopper.
There you go.
You start off.
Thanks so much for watching our podcast. It's really made our weekend really quite a blast.
Whopper, whopper, chicken bopper. Dada is a real copper.
Yes, yes. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. I don't know whose song this is, but we should plug them real quick. Jonathan Ogden, 10 o'clock
I'm
more.
gonna break the computer.
All right.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.